on what to expect from this briefing that's so anticipated. We cross now to our reporter, Govan Whittles. Govan, thanks for standing by for us. What are people saying is likely to come out of this briefing? I know this puts you in an awkward spot, but anecdotally, what are people saying?
Yeah, at this point, it does appear that we're anticipating tighter restrictions, eNCA, or at least some additional measures to be put in place on top of the level 3 restrictions that are currently in place. And this morning, I'm joining you from the Marabastad taxi rank here in Pretoria and Tshwane. And we're back at the taxi rank. We're with the MEC of Transport once again, but this time with a much more senior delegation led by the Minister of Transport, Fikile Mbalula, as well as the Health Minister, Mamaloko Ngubane, and then as well as the Minister in the Presidency, Kumbudzo Chaveni. They'll be coming around here, the taxi rank, which is much emptier than the other taxi rank that we visited, the Noor taxi rank in Johannesburg. But essentially they'll be inspecting COVID-19 protocol compliance, looking at whether or not people are wearing masks, whether they're being sanitized before they're getting into the vehicle, much of what Jacob Mamabolo did the other day. But let's talk to the Secretary General of Santaco in Gauteng, Mr. Chabalala. Mr. Chabalala, thank you so much for your time. So today you'll be discussing some of the measures that could be put in place to make taxis more safer. And one of the things that may be debated is the capacity, the loading capacity. Do you believe that Santaco can negotiate for that to be reduced?
Thank you. As Santaco, we have been always adhering to whatever regulations that comes our way, though it always works negatively towards our businesses. Like the last time we started on 50%, then we went to 70%. I'm talking now during around March up to August last year. And that have worked negatively towards most of our operators. They've lost their businesses. Personally, myself, I can say I also lost 2 vehicles to SA Taxi.
But at the moment, we're in the middle of a third wave in Gauteng, more than 10,000 cases in the province alone. Are you willing as Santaco to reduce the load capacity, which is currently at 100%?
Like I've said before, as Santaco, we always adhere to whatever regulation they give it to us. But I was just saying what happened to us in return. But if they say 70%, definitely will go to 70%.
What's been the feedback from your members about the protocols that have been needed to be put in place? Has there been any difficulty in implementing those protocols at taxi ranks from your member side?
No, it's not difficult. We just implemented the protocols immediately and they adhere to them. But you understand, driver is a driver. When he gets somebody on the road, he will never say, I've got 70%, I'm not going to take him. But basically, from the taxi rank side, no vehicle will go with an overload.
All right, thank you so much. That's Mr. Chabalala. He's the Secretary General of Santaco in Gauteng. The ministers haven't arrived yet, but they're due to be here in a short while. So we'll start here in Marabastad, move to the Bloot Street taxi rank, and then all the way up to Bosman, the main taxi rank here in Pretoria, where we'll get the briefing from the Minister of Health, Minister of Transport, as well as the MEC of Transport in Gauteng. So for now, it's back to you, eNCA, but by the end of the day, we should know more clearly what the plans are in Gauteng in terms of tightening up some of those restrictions.
Thank you to our senior reporter, Govan Whittles, who's been at every taxi rank this week for us. Thanks so much for your commitment to the story.